Are you ready to party? Let's go. All right, my dudes, welcome back. We're here for our August monthly review. For myself, Tim Fisher. We have Evan Nelson.
Let's go.
Yo.
And then we have Sam Komalafe.
Yeah. Hey, Evan, how you say it? How you say it? How you say my last name?
Kamalafe.
Sound like his name, Rick James.
Rick James, bitch.
Sam Komalafe. We need to give a huge shout out to Jordan.
100%.
So everybody knows Jordan, our firefighters. But Jordan has been gone on these brush fires all throughout California for the past, I want to say, 14 days.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So to Jordan, thank you for what you're doing, man. We miss you. We know you're away from your family and missing your family right now, your little boys and your wife. So thank you for what you're doing, brother. We love you, man. And to all the other firefighters that are out there, let's go.
Yes, sir.
My hat's off to you.
Yeah, man.
Literally. But figuratively too.
Love you, Jordan.
Love you, Jordan.
I'm not jealous at all of that. Dude. Oh, dude. It's hot. It's been hot. It's been what?
Stupid.
In the hundreds.
Triple digits for the last 10 days.
I had no idea that when you guys opened the door and came into the house, and I looked out, I was like, "It's raining."
Yes.
No, it looks like February outside.
It does.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, it's hot.
It feels like the
Super
devil's
humid.
ass crack, you know?
All afternoon,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. When I
Yeah.
saw that come through, I was like, really?
Really? Right now?
Well, you said we're supposed to have a hurricane tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Hurricane. What's her face? Yeah. I don't know what that
No, but
bitch's name anymore.
Are
But
you serious? So like, it's gonna hit like
I swear,
Southern
We're-
California.
It's coming through San Diego, right, Evan?
Yeah, so it's we're hitting the tail end of it. So like we're just gonna get like a lot of wind and like the rain, but basically like we're not gonna get like the craziness of whatever hurricanes we usually get.
But for it to come through San Diego, like
It's
when's the last
that's a
time we
big-
had a hurricane in
Yeah.
like, you know,
it's probably been some
years.
time.
Yeah.
I heard it was like 28, 30 years or like rain like this or hurricane like this.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the wind was pretty gnarly. Like I went and got a new computer today, ran some errands, picked up my Harley.
A lot of waiting right now. I was like, no big deal. Just got a new computer. Picked up my Harley. No big deal though. You know, just a casual Tuesday.
It's just a Friday,
Like,
bro.
It's a Friday.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. It wasn't even
it's a
payday.
normal day and
Hold
being
on,
Tim Fisher.
Not even payday.
Whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, anyways.
Anyway,
Normal day.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Humble brag.
As soon as that sentence was over, I was like, I sound like a fucking asshole right now.
Yeah. I'm such an asshole, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Okay. Anyways, I ran some errands.
Yeah.
But no, it kind of out of nowhere. You don't expect that in September, where like trees were bending over, the rain was going sideways.
Yeah.
I'm driving to run my errands. I'm thinking, is the Lord coming back right now? This is crazy.
Bro, is the Lord coming back? Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, hey man, can you forgive me?
Now? Really?
I was like, can you forgive me for my sins? Like, take me
What?
with you.
On
Right?
a Friday, huh? Like,
On a Friday? Yeah, this Friday?
who would have thought?
What the hell? Yeah, bro. And then sideways
Crazy.
rain is terrible on a bike. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
Well,
just-
luckily,
yeah.
luckily I finally got a ride to the motorcycle shop because I was thinking too. I'm like, if it starts raining, I'm not gonna pick it up today.
No.
There's no way.
No.
Even the guy called. He's like, hey dude, like you need to get here before 3:00 because there's like some hard rain coming.
He's watching the
Oh yeah,
forecast.
it's a great shop. 562 Motorsports. Thank you so much.
Dope.
Long Beach, California.
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys are awesome. But anyways, how you guys doing? Everyone good?
doing great. Doing
Blessed.
amazing.
Man, we're missing Jordan, but it sounds like everyone's been busy doing good.
Yeah.
Your
Definitely.
videos, by the way, Evan, are freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah, you like the gym, bro?
Yeah, dude. That's funny stuff.
Dude.
Seriously.
Oh,
I'm like,
man.
okay, I liked it.
Yeah,
This is
man.
good.
Yeah, it's creative, bro. I like that.
Who knows? Maybe Jim Bro might make an appearance on this show.
Oh, dude.
Be kinda
Dude, I
cool.
mean, he's crazy. He's a menace to society, but like he might be a little fun. In the
You
gym.
just came from the gym.
You know,
Yeah.
I did
was he
just
there
came.
was he there? Did you work out with him?
I was like, no. I was just training some clients and all that, but I did see him earlier today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
So he's in LA.
oh yeah,
That
yeah.
guy's all okay.
Yeah, he's in LA. He's he's actually near where I'm at and all that. Some like it was crazy. Like I just stumbled upon him one day, like at the gym, doing like a really crazy bro split. So
Bro split.
yeah,
Oh.
just annihilating every muscle group.
So he's
I was
actually a strong dude.
he's strong, but I mean,
So here's a question about this though,
Yeah.
because you see, I follow this Instagram page called Influencers in the Wild. You guys seen that?
No.
No, but it sounds amazing.
Right.
We're down here today. Go find influencers in the wild. It's people catching people like trying to do the cool selfie or doing a TikTok like in the middle of the street.
Yep.
You know, a woman's giving birth and this woman's like just doing something super going by. Like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah.
But when it comes to kind of like what he's doing or other people filming themselves in the gym, is that frowned upon? Or is it kind of like do what you need to do, but don't be in anyone's way?
So a little bit of both.
Okay,
So
because it's kind of promoting the gym in a way,
right.
if they tag it or whatever.
Yeah. And like, I mean, it depends on the gym too. I think like that more trendy gyms are starting to do that more. I know that for myself, like I have to like just document whatever I'm doing and all that for my business, right? But like also like filming stuff of filming what to do. Granted, there's nothing wrong with filming. It's just that when you're obnoxiously in the way or you're like keeping it there for a long time, that's when it becomes a problem.
Yeah. No, you're good. Too. Well, because I'm torn on it a little bit. Because sometimes for me, okay, from my point of view, I don't need to do that because it's not a business for me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but for me, going to the gym is a bit of an escape. Where I put my headphones in and I can be away from everything, get a good workout in, do my thing. I don't want...
I envy you.
somebody... Yeah, well, I don't want to just like go in the gym. Everyone's filming each other and taking pictures and taking up time on equipment. Like, come on, man.
You know, Tim, sorry to cut you off, Evan, but I completely agree. I'm that guy that like plug and I just work. But then at the same time, when I see videos like yours and all these videos, that's when I appreciate it. So then when I see the person at the gym, I'm like, okay, like he's probably got or hopefully he's got a dope ass video like Evan's, you know?
Thank you.
Right. Yeah, bro, of course. Yeah, Gym Bro's dope.
Yeah.
Man. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, hopefully it's dope and it's worth it, you know, taking up all these, motherfucking benches, because I'm trying to work out. But, I just got to remember Evan.
Yeah. Thank you. No, it's funny.
It's now I'm cutting him off. Sorry. No, but I just say it because, again, like when I go to the gym, I'm trying to focus, get a good workout in. That's like kind of therapy in a way.
Right.
It's like running and cycling and surfing for me.
100%.
But then like you'll see, and this is, okay, from a guy's perspective, right? But you'll see
I know who you're about to talk
a few females in there.
Yep.
Doing
the TikTokers.
Yeah, doing squats and some other stuff, and their clothes are pretty revealing. Right? And you're like, damn.
Those pants, bro.
It's just like,
you're just like, what is going on?
Yeah, it's well, so there's that, and then there's like the other like gym influencers that just like they put these just like these random ass, like, again, this is like where as me as a trainer, I get annoyed with all the flashy shit that like, and granted, that's the stuff that's like exciting to watch and everything. I get it. And so like a lot of people like to watch that and they're very, they're like, it's like, oh wow, this is really cool. Right. But then it kind of sends the wrong message of like, it's like they don't look like that because of those flashy exercises. It's like they're like, it's like, oh wow, it's impressive that they can do that. But that's like not promoting the right idea of like what you need to do in order to like get in shape or it's just, yeah, it's just really dumb. And then they're like, it's like online trainer or like trainer influencer, blah, 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 and everything. I'm like, and like the thing is, like I talk to these people, they're nice guys, nice girls and everything, but it's just, I guess maybe that's a little bit of me being a purist as a trainer. It's just like, no, it's like you need to promote the like the simple basic stuff that you just need to do consistently over a long period of time, and then you'll see changes in your body. And like it doesn't have to be this crazy complicated like circuit that you're doing with like a trap bar deadlift where you're trying to do a push up and balancing on it. It's like it's just really stupid and I just don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just 50-50 on it. That's all.
Oh,
it's
100%.
hard because like you got Rochelle does her thing on there and other people that we know, and you're kind of like like you want them to do well, but then when you go in the gym and people are doing it, like fuck.
Yeah. Oh, trust me.
Yes.
Trust me. When it, like I don't like doing it. Like I really don't. Like it's actually.
But it's a necessity.
It's frustrating because like I'm really like I'm like you guys where I'm like when I'm in the gym, I put my earphones in. It like Cassie's seen me work out in it a couple times, and like I've gotten this from multiple people, but she was like, when you work out, you look scary because like you're so focused. It looks like you're trying to avenge your father or something.
Oh, that's because you are, bro.
I'm like, it's just, like it's like, I go like when you're saying like, I just plug in and just fucking go.
You're Thor Odin's son. Right? You have to avenge your father, bro.
Of course.
I know. You know what? You should tell Cassie that's right, babe. You ready for another kid?
Yeah.
It's like this fucking man.
In time.
I traveled 300 miles to give you my seed. Like, holy shit.
Whoa, man.
Yeah, no, I just since we kind of were talking about that, I've always thought about that one, and I'm like, that's such a tough subject.
Yeah. I've had people that like have like regulars at the gym that I work out at.
Yeah.
When they started seeing me with like the tripod stuff, they started giving me shit. Like again, like it'd be like kind of playing around, but then like I could tell that like they're also a little bothered by it, but they weren't going to say it because like they're like I was cool with them. But I was like, listen, man, like I do this because like it's required of me for my business. And like it's required for, and like it's a necessity for me in order to like get myself out there to show that like, hey, look, I know what I'm doing and this is what I'm doing. I'm practicing what I'm preaching.
Yes.
And this is the only way that I can do that. It's like, trust me, if I had the option like where it's like I didn't need to do this in order to be successful, then absolutely, yeah. I'd like take that shit out, like, and I'd be right here in the moment working out, getting this bench press in. But unfortunately, they're like, well, I mean, again, unfortunately, the way you look at it, maybe I'm being a little bit on the negative side of it, but because it is annoying. Like again, like I don't like having that and everything, but like I have to get used to doing that and everything, and just documenting what I do, so that people could see. It's like, oh, well, if Evan can do this, this, and this, then maybe I can do that as well. It's like, because again, I also post that like I drink beer, I go to breweries, it's great, and I still look the way I look. You can do this too, but you just have to like put in the proper work, and then you can like again, and also too, like my body may be different than your body as well.
True.
So again, there's multiple factors, but. Again, just documenting my life, and that's pretty much what I have to do.
I think like because I heard something today about like how a lot of people that don't work out focus on those huge bodybuilders that are like years, decades into what they're doing. They're strong, and they're not just strong though. They're ripped, they're shredded, right? And they focus on those
PDs
people
too.
Of course, right? But that's just the look, But they focus on that instead of who they should be focusing on, who is you, Because yes, you're not bodybuilding. You're simply training and you're simply lifting, and you're really, really, really good at it, But you're not, you're not 20 years in, I'm this big beast, so you also drink beer. You also show all these things that we all do as normal people, so I think you're the one that needs to continue doing this, and you're the one that they look up to, even though like me and Tim, we go in, we're like, and we see people like you. And at the same time, I don't know you. Like seeing you, I'd be like, oh, this fucking big ass dude and whatever. But I know you. Like you're super personable, obviously. You're here. We love you. And you're buff, So yeah, bro, it's a win-win for us. But then seeing somebody look like you in the gym.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, baby.
100%. Yeah.
I think it comes down to diet though too. At least for me, I know for staying in shape, 90% of the problem that I have is diet.
But bro,
you know what I'm saying?
But Evan, he he's a triathlete like 6 days a week,
right?
And then on the seventh, he sleeps and he's like just
oh dude, like 10,000 calories,
10,000.
Yeah, like today I had to go to the post office.
Yeah,
I dropped some stuff off, and there's a donut shop right next door. And I was like, I'm gonna get me a fucking donut.
What donut did you get?
Dude, I got 3 chocolate bars and then a chocolate covered old fashioned.
Oh, and you handled them probably in the parking lot.
Sam, things we don't need to know.
Just like
you just need to know
like one bite. No, he just
we're not gonna talk about who ate it.
He deep throated it. He said chocolate bar. He's just like,
dude, it was so good. It was so fucking good. Well, because you're driving around, you're doing errands, and you're getting stuff. You start getting kind of tired.
You gotta hold it like this. It's like driving around,
driving around downtown.
That was my last errand I had to do today to get done. But it's like I'm going all across in between Orange County and LA County to get stuff.
Yeah. That's a lot.
And there's traffic because of the storm and all this. I'm like, dang, dude, I just want to be home. But actually, it's a great positive is I took out my brand new surfboard this morning.
Dope.
How was that?
Let's go, dude. First wave. Bottom turn came up. hanging 10. I was like, whoa, let's go.
Okay,
That was
let's go.
beautiful, dude.
Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I made a good
You
choice.
christened it. You christened it well.
Yeah, I picked it up yesterday. Custom made board.
Custom, man.
Dude.
The paint
Dude.
scheme is Mexican blanket.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the guy had it done for me in a month, dude.
Wow. How long does it usually take to get
That's
that?
like about a month because he usually makes a bunch of like longboards,
Okay.
like a cut mold shape, just done right. But I called him. I was like, "Hey, can I have these dimensions? I want this scheme." He's like, "Sure."
Nice.
Like extra $100. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Down.
on.
Yeah, super cool dude. Alex Gamino.
Dope. How many
He knows
boards do you
shapes,
have?
baby.
Yeah.
Sam, stop that. Huh? Why you're asking questions that you don't need to know the answers to, you know?
I mean, bro.
Dude, that's 12 surfboards I have in my
Jesus.
Damn.
Get
Okay,
it,
hear me
bro.
out, though.
Get it.
Well,
Hear me out.
12
This is the first new one I've bought in like 13 years. All the other ones are used.
Okay.
I just see them like I'm like, oh, that's a good board. It's like $300, $400. I'll just grab it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and then the one I've been riding was given to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a couple because I grew up down there over at Bolsa, so I know a lot of those old guys,
Nice.
and a lot of them are getting so like older to where they can't really surf anymore. So they just give me their boards. I'm like, all right,
There you go. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah.
yeah,
you
I'm
go.
like, I got it.
I got room. Yeah.
Then you shouldn't be ashamed when you say you're 12, dude. Come on.
Right. Right. Yeah.
But this, I'm stoked in this doing because I had it made specifically for me and kind of my style of riding what I wanted. So.
So what is your style?
Yeah, I was gonna say like you just take dimensions off the current boards you have. And then,
don't talk about it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's what you asked.
Well, if you want to know, gee golly, guys. No, so I grew up longboarding. So to me, longboarding is definitely more of an art. It's not as like when you see shortboarding, it's a lot more aggressive, faster.
Intense.
Yeah, it's a little more intense. Whatever, it's fun. But for me, longboard is just like you got to flow with the wave. And there's a lot of balancing and maneuvering and moving your board around under your feet, all while balancing.
okay.
There's a lot of balancing going on, timing and stuff. So I don't want to know. But to me, I think it's a little more technical. But mine is like my style boards I have. They're kind of a bit of performance and a bit of like old school longboard nose riding.
Dope.
Because a lot of time with nose riding like boards, they can't turn as fast. Like rounder rails. So my high performance boards have more of a sharper rail, so I can turn quicker, but it's harder to ride the nose because it gets squirrely. Whereas the one I have now that's shaped, it's a little bit wider, thicker. It's 10 feet, and then it's rounded on the rails. So it'll like when you lock that sucker in place, it's staying, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it was
dope.
so it's cool. Yeah, I was pumped. I'm like, damn, dude, hell yeah,
Yeah,
let's
man.
celebrate. I haven't got a new surfboard in a long time.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
So I
you
was
deserve
pretty pumped
one.
on it,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, bro. It doesn't matter how many
it's-
boards you have.
Yeah, wow. That's my go-to. So I like the paint scheme on there. Mexican blanket's badass.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
Bunch
of
different
Mexican
colors.
blanket. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I love that name. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so I went out this morning, dude. It was like, oh, I love surfing, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Does Jordan also longboard?
Yeah, he longboards and shortboards, but I think he predominantly he's more like mid-length
Okay. Okay.
shortboarding too. But I've gone with him on some big days, dude.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, days where like we got caught on the inside.
Ooh.
We're trying to paddle
shit.
out, and I just look at him like,
Yeah, we're not going.
yeah, you're
We're
like,
not gonna
why?
make it.
Yeah, I remember looking at him thinking like, why did we come out here? What are we fucking doing?
What are we doing?
There's nobody as dumb as we are right now paddling out in the surf. There's two people out here. It's you and me.
Yep. Yep.
This is
Yep.
crazy.
Y'all are
This is
beasts.
fucking huge,
That's
man.
dope.
Oh, no, man. We got this.
Yeah, crazy. But yeah, we've had some good time surfing, man. He's a good surfer, but family. He got to put his kids first now. So things change. But I do not have any kids, so I surf a lot.
Get it? Yes,
Yes.
sir.
That's
Yes,
good.
sir.
Okay, so let's talk about something that I think Sam, you found this, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the Australian underwear ad. And we're so it's the Australian underwear ad, and this is like kind of Australia's beauty standards. Is that how?
Well, so it's by a company called Meyer, I believe. And it's the way that I would put it is that they just had on their website, this is our underwear, and these are the underwear that you can choose from, and just categories and stuff.
Yeah.
So what was interesting was they had just a whole list of women and then a whole list of men, and what I noticed, I mean, first I heard the actual picture and the ad described, so I was like, okay, let's see if it's really that bad. And then I sent it to you guys and I was like, what the hell? Like, it's literally just a bunch of women, and they're all different sizes, different races, and different ages. And then you see the men. I'm just describing it so you guys. I know you want to go off of it.
Yeah,
so
it's like,
the men are all like basically shredded. They're not shredded, but they're lean.
super lean.
I mean, they all have abs also. And they're not like those skinny abs. They're all and
so the women,
right?
The women are all shapes and sizes, colors and races.
Yes,
but the men. It's also the same, but they have the men at a different standard where the men need to have abs. And they don't have guts or, back fat.
Right.
Yeah.
Double chins.
Right. Something else I noticed was that not all of them, but most of them were not white, but like a lighter complexion.
Abercrombie style.
Abercrombie, yes. And then there was one black guy. I always notice this. One black guy, but he was light skinned.
Oh, really?
And he was right, bro. And he was on there twice. So oh shit, damn, we need a black guy. Hey, just take another picture with different underwear. Yeah, you're the only one we got.
Equality happens here. Swear to God.
Exactly.
We love all shapes, races, sizes.
All of them. Only for men. Only for women, though.
Yep.
Yep.
So I find that. That's different. That's interesting.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Why? So it's almost like they're keeping men to a higher standard now than the women.
Exactly. And then men see that. And then men are like, okay, well, like, is this what the average man looks like? Because you're obviously showing something like the average woman, Well,
how many women right now might be listening to this or see that or be like, oh, give us crap for saying this right now?
No, of course, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if we say, okay, standard is just like what we see on this ad. You need to be shredded like these dudes.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Then now we're sexist and we're pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of like, well, so it's kind of interesting.
Double standard.
It's a huge double standard. Huge. And that's not to say like I'm like this huge, male show. I'm just saying like reality is if I were, you talk to a female, some might give you crap for thinking there's a problem with that.
Right. Right.
Well, no, there's definitely like, again, even that, and they'll even kind of weasel in as like, you're fat phobic. Again, because it's like, what's the problem?
I'm health conscious.
What's the problem? What's the problem with the women?
Put the burger down and eat some air.
I'm saying. I thought it was like protein. He's like,
I was gonna go with protein myself. Protein, some fruits and vegetables. So, go for a walk. Nothing crazy.
Here's the thing with this too. Not to be controversial here, I don't like seeing ads with people who are overweight. I think that's not smart. I get it that everyone has different body types and sizes. Everyone has different health issues that they're dealing with. Mm-hmm. So I might not understand why someone's overweight. It could be by choice. It could be a health problem or whatever. It's not in their control. Mm-hmm. But for people who can control, just because you're overweight, it shouldn't be celebrated.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say.
Exactly.
I don't agree with that. I think you're pushing unhealthiness. You're pushing this look on people Evan. That shouldn't be there. And it's like, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm not trying to be fat phobic. But you're going to push this into a generation, and you're going to tell them it's okay to be overweight and unhealthy, and it's not. You're taking away years in your life. You're damaging your heart, your cardiovascular system, dude. Arteriosclerosis, so many things. Diabetes. Yeah. I mean, come on. Right. I can't even tell you if Jordan was here, how many people I've seen that were overweight. And they didn't exercise, and because they had diabetes, the way they lost weight is they start chopping off fucking toes and feet. Yep. And I'm like, no, not happening.
No.
Yeah.
So why is it that we have to push?
It's a double
unhealthy agenda is what I'm just looking at here.
It's an overcorrection is what's going on, because again, like it's like that crazy push of like, it's like, well, not everyone is a rail thin anorexic supermodel and everything. So like they go and they're like, okay, well, since they're not that, we're going to overcorrect and go with the severely overweight or obese person. Again, this is like, again, I preface this by saying it's like, because like, I'm not saying that if you're overweight or you're obese that you're a bad person. Absolutely not. Like that like again, like that's like, again, but as far as like from a health perspective, now it's like majority of the more like the comorbidities that happen are like from people who are severely overweight.
So
right?
when you say comorbidities, so people understand what that means, can you explain that real quick?
So like heart disease, diabetes,
things that they're going to lead to you passing away quicker.
Yes, you're gonna live a shorter life.
Okay.
So that being said, I mean, granted, it's like, and I do take this a little personally because again, my dad didn't take care of himself, and like, if he did take care of himself 10 years, like if he started taking care of himself 10 years ago, he would still be here today.
Just 10 years too. That's what's crazy.
And that's the thing where it's like, again, he let himself go, and then it's like, like he made his bed and everything, and it's sad to say, but again, my dad was severely overweight as well. And so it's like all these health problems started picking up as well. And so like when someone says that, like if they're like severely overweight or obese, and they're saying, well, I'm metabolically healthy, that study that they did, they went back, like, again, they took it from a study that they did where it's like they took like their health, like they did the health markers and all that, and they compared it to someone who was healthy, and there was like no difference. They went back about like 5 years later to those same people, the same people that were obese but were metabolically healthy. They actually took a nosedive off of a cliff with their health. So it's like they're healthy right now, and like you could be healthy right now and be obese. That doesn't mean that you're going to continue to be healthy. You're going to like take a really big turn with your health. And so again, and yes, I am a personal trainer, and this is like what I do. I want to make sure that I give people the best quality of life and everything so that they can have the most quantity of it as well. But it's like by instilling healthy habits. When like you're promoting like overweight or obesity, with these, like, this is what health looks like with those like cosmopolitan, and like it's not healthy, and like it just shows a lot of like it shows like either unhealthy habits. Yeah, sure, it might be genetic, but you can still get down to a lower, healthier weight so that you're able to live longer. Because again, like promoting this is the equivalent of promoting the anorexia like 10 or 15 years ago.
Oh, people don't want to hear that.
No, they don't. They don't want to hear that because they're like, oh no, it's not the same thing. But it is. It is, because it's just on the opposite end. But again, this one is like being more accepted because again, it's an overcorrection from 10 to 15 years ago.
Exactly.
And I fucking hate it.
You know what's funny is I want to go back to what you were saying, Tim. Coming from a psychological perspective, I don't think most people like to see what you just said you don't like to see. I think that's again, it's an overcorrection. Yeah. And I think people that maybe enjoy seeing it are people that have accepted, like, this is who I am, and that's who that person is. So that's all that person can be.
Right.
So, yes, keep doing what you're doing. Be dope, and it doesn't matter what you look like. But I think most people, they see that, and if they do like it, they have to be like, yeah. That's cool. Like, they have to correct for it, but they know, way in the back, they know what looks better and what feels better. I feel that people do know that, but then they're like, well, my life this is how I am, and this is all that I want to do, can do, whatever. So they stick with that.
Right. And so, and actually, like, you bring up something too, where it's like, I have a lot of sympathy for someone who is on that heavier end of like again, like that unhealthy weight.
That's a rough way to live, man.
It's really rough. Like, I sympathize. And like, you know what, like, the thing is, I do think that part of the problem is the fitness industry too, because there's a lot of bullshit in the fitness industry. There's a lot of, like, again,
when you say bullshit, are you saying like scammers?
A lot of scammers, or a lot of bad information that's going out there. It's like, you need to do this, or you need to do that. You need to have like no carbs, or like you need to go carnivore. Or you guys like, no, you need to go raw vegan. Like, all that stuff is bullshit. Again, like, that may work for some people, but it's like you need to find something that's gonna be like realistic for you. Again, go back to the basics of it. But again, I feel sympathy for the person who is like 300 pounds or like 200 pounds overweight, but they are frustrated. Like, they don't like the body that they're in. Obviously they're feeling it, and they've tried everything that they could and everything. They've looked up everything. They've tried everything. And it's either it doesn't work or it works, but it's so strict that they can't live their life. Yeah. And then like they just go back and they bounce back to like where they were. And so they're just frustrated and they want to give up because there's like, well, what else can I do? And so like I sympathize with those people. But again, it's like the people that just say it's like, oh, it's okay to be fat. It's okay to be like this. Right. I'm like, listen, like it's okay that like you're in the situation that you're in, but it's not okay to stay there.
Right.
Right. So it's like, again, there's nothing wrong with you, but it's like there's going to be a lot of problems coming your way if you don't fix your situation.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's like, again, it's not a thing of like fat shaming or anything. It's it's like, though Bill Burr has a really funny thing about us. It's like, oh, people should fat shame more. And all, like going on his angry man rants and all that. And like, I love it. But again, obviously it's joking, but you shouldn't, again, it's like, it's not about shaming people into it. It's about helping people and guiding them into like finding healthier habits that help them over time so that they get to a better quality of life.
Yeah. I think it's also like telling them it's okay. I guess it's okay for you to be fat if you want to be fat.
Right.
Like that's totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to change if you don't want to change. It's like anything, political, religion, like you can do what you want to do and we can exist. We can coexist and it's totally fine. But I think like you said, it's where it's like, you know, this is good for me as in it's healthy for me.
Right.
And that other people that do that, it's healthy for them. It's like, well, no, I don't think so. No. You know, but you can continue to be fat. That's cool. We can still be friends.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. It's like there's no, like, again, like any people, like anyone that's fat is like, they think of it as like, oh shit, like Evan's a fat phobic trainer. It's like, absolutely not.
Just because
like,
you're, you know, a certain way or you look a certain way.
Right.
Well, I think what it comes down to, you know, there's two ways that people will kind of misconstrue this, right? So you don't like the way I look. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying fat people are bad looking, ugly. I'm saying obesity and being overweight is bad for your health and will take days and years off your life. If you are trying to extend your life and you want to enjoy your family and grandkids, it's better to stay healthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to have a better life. You're going to sleep better. You're going to think better. All the studies show what being unhealthy does, whether it's smoking or eating terrible or being overweight, obesity. It just leads to so many bad things. And if you want to have a good and healthy life, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but if you have a choice to put something in your body and it's going to be healthy or unhealthy, you have no one to blame but yourself if you are fat, overweight, and unhealthy. It takes discipline. It's hard.
Sacrifice.
I fucking get it.
So,
but what you put in, it's your temple.
Yes.
You are what you eat. You are who your friends are.
Exactly.
I mean, so that's why I would say it's like it just comes down to it's not fat shaming. It's not saying you look terrible because you're overweight. It's, yo, dude, you are taking years off your life. Your health issues are going to be huge. And you could cause a lot of problems for yourself and then for your future family having to take care of you.
Right.
Like I agree with most of everything that you just said. Like I'd say maybe the only thing I'd push back is on some people genuinely don't know how to eat healthy.
Right.
Again,
that's true.
Like due to like their like wherever like their living
background
situation.
or education,
like low, like again, like if you're lower income, if like you're in like a high crime area and all that, it's like it's not going to be as safe to go on like walks in the neighborhood.
That's a good point.
It's like, or it's like, you know, like it's like trying to find food like to feed your family, but it's also going to be like that's going to be the most cost effective and everything. And so and then you know, there are ways to like eat healthier like on a budget. Like you could ball on the budget, but again, most people don't understand or don't know how to and all.
That's a good point. I'll tell you, dude, growing up, I think I didn't realize that we grow peas and corn until I was like 11 years old.
Yeah.
I thought you just came out of a can.
Man, like
that hamburger helper, dude, that was it. You know? So
I mean, dude, like, I mean, I think of it this way too. I even think of the times when I was in high school, like, so like, you know, like my family went through a really rough time during the like recession, like in 2008. And so like, I remember that like my family survived off of like my dad would buy, like go to Carl's Jr. and just buy a big bag of like cheeseburgers and chicken sandwiches and all that, and then we just have that like throughout the week.
I remember reading about that. Not you, but how for lower income families it's cheaper to go to McDonald's and like order off the, you know, quote unquote dollar menu, the cheaper food, than to go to the grocery store and cook a good meal.
That's just crazy.
Yeah, I remember thinking, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like that's freaking insane.
So like so again, like
but the obesity rate is higher in lower income.
Yes. Yeah. And so it is like there is like like again, like I'd say you're partially right when you say like you ultimately put the food in your body, like you make that choice yourself. But again, for some people, it may be like more difficult to make better choices.
True. This is actually going back to what we're talking about with you, how, you're in the gym and you're showing people like, this is what you can do to be, to be healthy and to lose weight.
Right.
I've seen, so many like, guys or people just in the supermarket. You'll see it all the time, all over YouTube, all over Instagram. This is, what I do for my meals. And then they'll go and say, this is what anybody can do because this like avocados, they go on sale on these days. And this is where you can get cheap avocados, like, your fats, your carbs, your protein. These are all good options for cheap protein and cheap carbs. And, this is how you can spend less money and spend like I think he did like $10 for like 4 or 5 or 6 meals.
Oh yeah.
And I was,
was it Buff Dudes?
It wasn't Buff Dudes.
Oh, okay.
I forget his name, but this guy's shredded, and I think he lives in Hawaii. He's an older guy. He talks about everything. He talks about oils.
Breaks it down.
And he's like, there's all these triglycerides in this, and this is why and I'm just like, damn, this is really good, and stuff that you wouldn't normally hear from like a dietitian or just anybody working out online. So and he explains every little thing. So I'm like, well, like it's sacrifice and it's effort to be able to eat better. At the same time, you can also eat good on a budget.
Right. And here, I'll just close this up so we can move on to our next subject.
Oh, my bad.
But no, you're good. To say, I'm more or less saying adult people who are sound mind, can make their own decisions, and are living on their own, are kind of making it and doing well, and they have a choice.
Right.
You have a choice what the fuck you put in your body, dude. Straight up. I have a choice of what liquor. I think everyone's situation's different, but overall for your general public, of people who like complain, I'm out of shape and this is and you're fat phobic. It's like, no, man. Like, I'm not. Like, it's more or less like you have a choice.
Like Susan going to walk.
You can, and you can't, well, yeah. Dude, but you can't teach motivation. You can't teach people to want to be motivated and want to do well.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are okay with mediocrity.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. That's just not me.
Yeah.
And for me, like I grew up in sports and staying and working out. So it kind of just ingrained in my life. And I just kept 100%. Going as an adult. But it's just weird to see like people I've grown up with in our age and their like mid 30s who just gave up, dude. You're like, whoa. What happened?
It's weird.
Like, jeez.
Like it is hard. It is hard seeing people that are like, oh shit, they were like a stud in high school and all that, and then like you
That's
see
always
them
the
later.
popular ones, yeah.
Yeah, and
right.
You little bastards. That's what you get.
Who's the bitch now?
Yeah. You want to mess with me back in high school? Now your arm's as big as my thigh. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, no, good stuff, guys. Okay, Mark Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan podcast.
Ooh, yes.
Okay,
yes.
Zuckerberg, right?
Zuckerberg. Yes, sir.
Mark Zuckerberg on Joe Rogan's podcast. Who you brought that up, didn't you?
Yeah.
What you got?
All right. So Joe Rogan had Mark Zuckerberg of Meta, formerly known as Facebook. He had him on his podcast, and like among a lot of the things that they talked about, he brought up the whole entire fact of the censorship when it came to like the stories like the Hunter Biden's laptop the suppression of that. And it was just really funny. But if you go and watch the clip, he first kind of like, he doesn't answer it directly, and I think he dodges the question a little bit more, but basically what he was saying was that he's like, well, unlike Twitter, because Twitter absolutely did that, where it's like you couldn't post it. If you did, you get flagged, or like it would be taken down. Okay. He's like, well, so what we did was that he pretty much like, they made it so that like algorithmically they suppressed it. So meaning like for like 8 days, they did not like you can share it and you could post it, but it wouldn't be seeing as many eyeballs as it would if like it were being a normal story.
So Evan, I think it's also good to what is it? Like what is post? Like what,
post like the Hunter Biden story, the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Okay, so the like which story? Like specifically.
So like basically what was going on, or
it's a lot of stories in one on his laptop.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of sensitive information.
Okay. A lot of information that like
illegal, very highly illegal things that would put a normal person away in jail probably most of their life.
I only asked because I thought it was like I thought you were referring to one story, but it's all his.
It's the one story that has multiple stories.
Okay,
so it's like basically it's the can of worms, basically
the big one.
Yeah, and so with that, basically. And the reason why Mark Zuckerberg's reason for doing this for 8 days is because it's like close to the 2020 election, and that they had the FBI came to them saying it's like, by the way, like be on the lookout because Russia there's reports that Russia's gonna be like putting in stories or like kind of like feeding in stories to mess with the election. And so that's what they like. So with that and everything, and he was still saying that it's like, I still view the FBI as a legitimate
source for
right. And so he basically so he pretty much just suppressed the story for the 8 days, where it's like, this story where like at the time it was like you would be considered a conspiracy theorist for sharing this or talking about this, whereas now it's like, oh no, it's a real thing. It's a real thing that's happening. Yet again, also because Hunter Biden is the son of the president, he's probably not going to get any time or anything for it. But the thing is that there's so much flack for it at the time, but then like they come out, it's like, oh well, it was kind of a mistake,
It's so damning. It's so blatantly wrong.
Yes, 100%.
If it was any other party, it would have been major news for years.
Yes.
Yet because it's Hunter Biden, it's suppressed and nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's absolute corruption at its highest level.
100%.
Right in front of our face.
Yeah.
Dude is smoking crack. He's banging whores. He's making deals with China, and all these other places are completely legal and getting backdoor money.
Yeah.
And nothing's happening.
I think it's because I like how you say if another party were to do that, the Republican Party is supposed to be, clean cut and good.
But they're just as dirty.
Right. But I guess what Tim is saying is if Trump's son was doing the same thing.
They would
because he's supposed to be,
the Mueller report.
Correct.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Dude, if it was one of Trump's kids, dude,
for sure.
it would have been insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They would have just annihilated him.
Right.
Completely crucified him.
Okay. Yeah.
But because Hunter Biden, it's okay. Come on, man.
He's allowed to. He's just
come on, man.
Come on.
I mean, how much more do people need to see? You got the Clintons who get away with fucking murder.
Yeah.
All the time.
Well, I think it's also because like they want to double down on it because even with the inflation, it's like it's like he beat Trump. It's like it's because we don't like Trump.
I also think the problem is people trust government too much.
Yeah,
and this is for both sides. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, you cannot trust the government.
Yeah.
And now you can see why.
Yep.
Look at the inflation.
Yeah.
On everything.
Yep.
Look at what's happening in our cities and the crime. Like, come on.
Yep.
And the government says, just trust us. We'll take care of it. Give us more of your money. Give us
so
more of your money.
crazy.
Dude, it's insane.
Who was it? There was that one government official that was like responsible for like financial stuff and all. He was, he was saying that's like the American public is going to feel pain because of like basically they're going to nuke the economy basically.
The problem is we've had it good for too long.
Yeah.
People, I think our American citizens are a little bit too much comfort and need a bit of a reality check. Yeah. And I think that reality check is coming very soon.
I think some of that reality check was, I think we talked about it. It was COVID. COVID really, it really opened our eyes.
Yeah, it was a wake-up call for sure.
It was a wake-up call, dude. Yeah. It showed us how vulnerable we are and how our lives are. Yeah, that's it.
It changed instantly.
Instantly across the world.
And just think about the people who couldn't go to, who said, the government said, well, you're not essential. F you. I'm putting food on my kid's table. Yeah. I think everyone's job is essential.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then they say, you can't go to work. We're going to flatten the curve. Okay. Yeah. Now you're not making money. Now you're going to start owing money. You could lose your house. You could lose your home. You could lose the place that you're renting. You could lose your car, foreclosure. Things get taken from you. And it's like all because the government said, you can't go to work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yep.
And it happened like that.
Just like that. Yeah.
Dude. And it's changed a lot of things forever. And then where we're at now is completely insane to me. That's why I think when I look at this Hunter Biden thing, and it really irritates me. Because I always want to say, how much more corruption does the public need to fucking see before you understand how terrible this administration is and what's going on. Because if it was you or me, we'd be in jail for life.
Yep.
We don't pay taxes. We don't pay freaking taxes to the federal government. They'll put you away for 20, and you got murderers getting out in 2.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Ring that bell. Oh my
dude.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Here's
Oh
the
my
problem.
God.
Here's the issue. I think that again, like I think nowadays, especially especially in this time, like maybe like the last like 4 to 8 years, they're like we don't identify as Americans anymore. We identify by like party lines first. You identify as either a Democrat or a Republican.
So fucking stupid.
For the general public, majority of people, right?
Yep.
And it's like no, you need to be again. It's like the whole entire is like if this makes me sound like a MAGA person, like I'm not MAGA, but like it's like it's like oh America first. It's like no, like I'm an American first. I don't go with a Republican or a Democrat. It's
You're an individual, bro.
I'm
You're
an individual.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, this is my country. I love my country.
Right.
And like, I don't like what's going on in my country.
But you live
And
here.
So, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
And so it's like, I was like, I don't give a fuck if like it's a Republican or a Democrat that's going to actually like follow through on their word. And the thing is that like the Democrats have not followed through on their word for so long. And it's like, and they're shaking in their boots during for like, the midterms and the election because it's like they haven't done jack shit.
Fauci fucking resigning?
Bro.
Dude, fuck that guy.
That's a good dude.
Fuck
Because
Fauci,
he
bro.
knows he's screwed.
Yep.
He is.
He is really effed.
Yes.
That's what.
Yeah.
Midterms are coming, and he's like, "Yeah, December, I'm gone, guys. Peace." You know.
Yeah.
I'll see you in Coronavirus 2022.
Coronavirus,
yeah.
Coronavirus 2000.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. It's like again, whether if like you're a Republican, it's like fuck all these fuck everything is like they're the problem and all that. But the thing is like they've done they have like their skeletons in their closet too, right?
Always, yeah.
And then it's like the Democrats is like, well, it's like we can't let Trump in because Trump is worse than Hitler and everything. It's like
God.
Trump is the second coming of Hitler. and all
Speaking of that, did you see that speech that Biden gave with the
yeah.
red lights in the back?
the dark the dark branding.
Okay, hear me out here. Let's talk about this, gentlemen, real quick. We didn't have some of this stuff written down, but I want to know who his
Oh my God!
fucking political advisor is and who is in charge of his public speaking and the freaking background, because that was a terrible idea.
The optics were horrible.
Oh, that totally looked like, dude.
So I didn't see it.
Hitler
I didn't
vibes,
see it.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you should have seen the memes.
Yeah.
The memes were
I
incredible.
Yes.
Oh my. Dude, incredible memes came from that dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Fifth Reich, and
Oh God.
they had him up there with the red in the back, and he had a Hitler mustache, dude. And then they had like a video of him talking and Hitler. I was just like,
It looks
oh
similar.
my
Yeah, I mean, like the speech itself, wasn't as horrible as the optics it was. Like it was still bad. It was like again, it was still very divisive, but it was like the optics itself was like worse than the speech and all that.
Yeah.
That
But,
word
like,
divisive was very intentional. I like that you used that.
Yes.
Like specifically, it was divisive.
It felt
Yes.
divisive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it just
It really
completely, split us up.
And he just like started yelling.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
he starts getting. Here's the thing. He starts getting loud when he's speaking and starts yelling like he's probably thinking he's passionate, if he's even there thinking.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But his plastic surgeon's so bad.
Yeah.
His eyes, they look like they're shut, and he's squinting all the time. Looks like he's going 2,000 miles an hour. He's all pulled back, and he's trying to yell, and you're just like, I'm not buying this, dude. I'm not buying this. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting time. That's why, when you see all that, dude, I don't know, man. We're living in really, really odd times. That's why like the Hunter buying a laptop thing, it irritates me so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's your smoking gun.
Right there. What else do you
That's
need?
it. What else do you need?
Where's the Mueller report for that?
Yeah, and
Right,
so
right.
Real,
and
like-
that's what I'm saying too. Is like, who do you trust anymore? Who do you, like a government agency, the CIA, FBI? I mean, who do you believe in?
Yeah.
Right.
Everything seems like it's just corrupt. You kind of want to throw your hands up in the air, like, dude, this sucks.
Right.
He also with what Zuckerberg said too was that like they don't have in-house fact checkers. They do it through a third party. Again, like he's just scapegoating. It's like
Wait,
it wasn't our.
what?
Yeah, it's like it wasn't like it's like we don't want to police. We don't want to police anything. We bring it to our third party fact checkers. And I'm like, so you hire those fact checkers.
Exactly.
So it's like I'm like
And
I don't
then
know.
you approve basically what those fact checkers, because it's coming from you.
Yeah.
Right. So you have standards.
Exactly.
And the fact checkers have to obey yours, or not obey your standards, but they have to follow
Dude, do you know
those,
how many times
right?
those stupid fact checkers, like you guys follow my social media,
Yes.
my Instagram. It's
Yes.
purely satire.
Right.
And it's
Of
stuff
course.
like stuff that I do, right?
Yeah.
I just put up stupid things. Don't know why. I get thousands of views. I don't know why.
Yep.
I just put dumb things up.
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah. And I just don't. I remember putting up. I was always doing a lot of Clinton memes.
Oh,
And
they're
Epstein?
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was always in Epstein. Dude, I got warnings. They started pulling them down.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fact checkers.
Wow.
Fact check. This is disinformation. I'm like, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Like,
Yeah.
we can't even joke anymore.
Wow. Were you reposting or were you this
I was
was original content?
No, it was like original stuff. That
Dope.
was fine.
I was like,
Okay.
oh, this great hike over here. Then all of a sudden there would be a pop. I was like, Epstein exists.
Gotcha, bitch.
Dude, I used to do that all the
Dude,
time.
I love that.
My trash can. I'm like, I would like do a little quick story. Like, oh, hey, I found this cool thing in my trash can. I'd flip it open.
It's like-
and it'd be a skull like spitting, and Epstein didn't kill himself. Yeah, dude, I was getting warned all the time. Thinking, dude, it's a joke.
Dude,
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
there's truth behind the joke.
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Of course. That's
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like killing comedy. You got smoking gun. They're not doing it. I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely two-faced. I think it's very unfair.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do, right? We're still the little people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yep.
But anyways, Sam, you went to El Paso.
I did. I went to El Paso the past. We're
gonna end with that, babe.
Yeah. All right. Well,
tell
so I
you
was
what.
there. But, yeah. I was there, and I noticed a few things. And I don't know, like being from California, born and raised, grown up my whole life. I've been to other states, of course.
Yeah.
But I got there and I noticed several things. So first, the streets are nice. Not a whole lot of. I'm comparing to L.A. Orange County.
Right. Yeah.
Potholes, terrible streets, non-existent. And I didn't go like everywhere, but I mean, we went to a lot of places.
Yeah.
Streets are nice. Freeways are nice. The weather was actually, I don't know if I told you guys, but it was actually really nice. I took tanks and shorts, and I ended up wearing jeans and just a regular T-shirt because it was in the 80s.
Dude, I'm sorry, real quick.
wow.
You said I took tanks. I literally I popped in my head. He's like, yeah, I took some tanks, and all I can see is Sam in the World War II goggles with his head popping out the top, just bah, 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 bah. That's all. I'm sorry. That's just the
We out here, y'all. We out here. Don't mess with me.
Sam brought the tanks. Sorry, dude.
No, dude.
I was laughing in my head.
No,
I'm like,
you're like, I gotta say this. Yeah.
I thought the same thing actually. I was like,
You're like, somebody say it. Yeah. But yeah, dude, I noticed like those are things. Also, the people first the food. The food was
was
barbecue.
it fried? Fried or barbecue?
It was Mexican.
yeah,
it was in
okay,
El Paso.
yeah,
oh, like
yeah.
Tex-Mex, right?
Yeah, well, not even Tex-Mex. It was
Oh.
pure Mexican. I mean,
Nice.
Juarez is right there. You got Juarez right, like literally right there. And it was just, yeah, bro. So yeah, there's tons of Mexicans and tons of Mexican food. Amazing. Like, and this is fast food. And all over Texas, they have, fast Mexican food that's actually decent.
Yeah.
But this was like beautiful. And then the people at the places, can I get extra lemons or extra salsa, extra salt, whatever? Yeah, sure, no problem, blah, blah, blah. It was just chill, right?
Yeah.
This is kind of weird, but not weird. But one of the biggest things I noticed was you guys have been to Walmart. Okay.
Yeah.
And you would say Walmart is not your ideal place to go. I go there and I get random things that Target either doesn't have or it's actually cheaper at Walmart.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So been to Walmart and it was funny because seeing it and seeing the difference is like eye-opening. It's so I don't know if you.
So actually, I pick up what you're putting down. It's
Okay.
like, dude, like Walmart's in other states.
Other states, period.
They're
Okay,
pretty
I didn't know that.
badass, dude. I went to Walmart in
Dude.
Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Dude, so like,
Oh, okay.
quite
Yeah.
literally, like when I like grew up on the farm in the summertime, like literally, like going to Walmart was like an event. It's like, hey, who wants to, like, in my pap would be,
What?
he'd be like, who wants to go to Wally World? And everything is like, all right, yeah, let's go.
What?
But and it was
What?
like, yeah, it was actually it was nice.
So I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So going in there and I'm seeing like, the produce section is nice. And the
yeah.
store is massive.
Yeah.
It's clean. Another thing I noticed, every Walmart I go to here, there's a line at everywhere you go. There's a line to return stuff, a line to, get money orders, whatever, a line to check out. It's insane, right? But then going to this Walmart, it's just everything's flowing. And it looks like, and then you ask somebody where something is, and it's like, oh yeah, right here. You want me to take you? Yeah, blah blah blah. And rarely do I see that at a Walmart, here. Yeah. And I'm not, shitting.
You know
on
why,
Walmarts,
dude?
But
because everything in California turns to shit.
Exactly.
That's all I'm just gonna say, dude.
Yes.
It's all the fucking policies.
Yes.
And all the rules and all the stupid ass laws where the
Yes.
criminals have more fucking rights than we do.
Yes.
Don't even start on this shit, dude.
Yes.
Because every time I travel, I see it. I'm like, why do I live in California? And I'm like, well, it's because I surf, right? But it's the politics. They've screwed this place up. They're fucking the middle class.
Yeah.
Yep.
Businesses don't want to be in the state anymore, especially in Dem-run cities, because they're not prosecuting criminals anymore.
Yep.
And people are coming in, mass raiding and stealing shit. Dude, Target, Walgreens, all those things are out of San Francisco.
Yeah,
So if
Silicon
you
Valley,
live-
it's all in Austin now.
Yeah, if you live there, where the hell are you going to get your toiletries and stuff?
Right. And here's a good point. On that point. That's one of the things I noticed. We were out at
Sorry,
it was
I was
like
pissed,
10.
guys.
Dude,
Sorry.
that was you can get pissed right now.
No.
I was out at 10 p.m. We were in downtown, and we were just driving just around downtown El Paso, bro. First of all, there's nobody out. Second of all, streets are completely clean. Okay. Third of all, no homeless. I saw one homeless guy. It was during the week. Okay, whatever. Yeah. But I saw one homeless guy just laid out.
Don't get me started either, because we're a homeless state now. It's disgusting.
Exactly.
And this is not me. I don't want to crap on the homeless. I think we should help and do what we can.
Yeah.
But we're overloading the system. I'm sorry. We got to do something to fix this problem, because we're pouring millions upon millions into trying to fight the homeless problem, and it's getting worse.
Yeah.
But nothing's happening.
That's my point, though.
Right.
My point is like, where are the homeless? I was just like, I was literally just I was like, what? Like, where are they? And why I don't see people on the side of the street, begging. I don't see anybody laid out. And of course, there's the whole taxes thing. The streets are nicer, things look nicer, and everybody there is like.
I don't know if you know this, Sam, but a lot of people in a lot of cities in other states send their homeless here. They bus them here because they know where it's like pretty much a sanctuary state for the homeless.
It's like actually like
I've talked to homeless in my job field. Like, dude, you try. Hey, where are you from, man? Oh, I'm from like North Carolina. What? Yeah, they just bust us out here because they say California will take care of us.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's actually kind of like what's going on right now with immigrants and all that, as well as traveling over here illegally. It's like to Texas, and they're just shipping them to Washington D.C. because Washington D.C. is a sanctuary city.
Honestly, I love it, dude.
Yep.
Because now they're having to eat their own rules, and they don't like it.
And then they're blaming Texas for this and everything. It's just like no.
You want to be a sanctuary state? Take them on in.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. We're a
It's like-
sanctuary city, whatever.
You have to eat your words. Like, again, like you're literally like you're priding yourself for being a sanctuary city. And it's like, hey, listen, like if you want to take in people, yes, but it's like, again, it's all about doing it the right way. We're doing it like
I'm not against.
standards.
I'm not against people who don't live in this country coming here.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
But you have to do it the right way,
Right.
And it's because to me, it's only fair. You're going to inundate the system, and you're not even paying into it.
Right.
exactly.
You need to be here legally. That's the right way to do it. Just like if I was going to immigrate to Europe or to Australia, whatever, I can't just fly over there and jump in and be like, all right, give me fucking free healthcare.
Yeah.
No, that's not how it works.
No, anywhere.
Who's going to pay for that?
Exactly.
I'm paying for that because I see how much gets taken out of my fucking check. So get
Exactly.
you do it the right way, get a job, help me out here.
Right,
Okay,
right.
help pay some taxes.
Exactly.
God, they
you know
want
what?
to take more. This shit gets me fired up sometimes.
It's crazy. You know what I think? I think it's the whole American ideal.
Right.
This is where people come. This is
Right.
like all of us are different races. You don't. It's funny. You see that in Europe. You see African. You see all these different races. But it's funny because they're all they're all whatever country they're from. They're all European.
Right.
But we see each other as you're black and you're white and you're Asian. So I think it promotes that. Just come here and just be whatever you want to be, which is fine.
Right.
But then it's like, well, you have to do that, correctly.
Right. It's like
you can't just hey, like you said, I'm here.
Yeah.
I showed up.
Give me insurance.
Right.
Give me fucking everything.
All of it.
Yeah. Where's my free cell phone?
Yeah, I'm an American now because I made it.
Yeah, it doesn't work that
My free
way.
cell phone.
Where's my Obama phone, dude?
Yes.
I remember seeing those lines. I'm just like, dude.
It's America.
I know. And the thing is, the government's enabling, in my opinion.
Yep.
yeah.
And it's making it worse where people just want free shit.
Yep.
And it's not free. And I don't want to get this subject tonight, for me the next time. But the whole student loan forgiveness thing, I'm like, someone's paying for that. Why don't you
Exactly.
pay my house off?
Yep.
How about that, dude? I paid for my college up front.
Yep.
I paid that shit all off. Oh, dude,
So
don't even get me
it's funny,
going, dude.
because I'm looking forward to maybe, you
Getting
know,
some of that, right?
getting some of that. At the same time, I realize
You feel conflicted?
No. Of course, bro. Like at the same time, I'm like, okay, where's this coming from? You know. But of course, I'm like, well, I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
like-
I mean, yeah, of course.
Well, here's my thing. If you can get it, get it.
Of course.
But I'm just saying, like, with the way they're advertising it,
Oh,
it's
for
not
sure.
free.
No.
We're picking up that tab.
Of course.
That's
I'm-
going to be more taxes on everybody. And that's
Including
more,
me.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you aren't really getting like student loan forgiveness. You're just gonna
Exactly.
be paying it in a different way.
Yeah. You know, I'm paying it. Yeah.
And I'm not trying to, look down on those who took loans. I took student or loans out I paid them off though.
Yeah.
It's fair. You chose to go to school and take those fucking loans out. So why do I have to pay off your fucking decision?
Yep.
I don't
Right.
think so. Like I'm sorry, but that's not how the world works.
Exactly.
Right.
You take out a loan, you pay it off. There's winners and losers in life.
Yeah.
You
Right.
have to do what you have to do. If you got to get another job, guess what? Do it. We all were in a shit bucket at some point.
Sacrifice.
And we had to sacrifice. And we had to save. And we had to pay things off. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's cool for the people who get it paid off, but it's like, well, what about all the other people in the previous years, in the past, let's just say past 20 years,
Right.
who took out school loans and worked their ass off and paid them off?
Right.
You're just shitting all over them.
Right.
That's money they could have saved to buy home, to take care of their family, to go on vacations, whatever it may be. So it's kind of like, so where's the line of where it's supposed to be fair?
Right.
Now, that might not be a popular opinion.
So-
I get it, but that's not how I was raised.
No, so I think that is a popular opinion. I think that is like, and like I understand that too. And I think that as far as like when it comes to like the student loans and how it was like okay, like yes, you're making a decision to like get those student loans to go to school. Also, with that, it's like in the last 20 years, it's like prices of tuition of all schools have gone up significantly, whereas the minimum wage and everything else has not. And so it's like they're literally preying on college kids because they can. And it's like it's become like an industry itself of like
totally.
education where it's like, and then it's like also it's like you're not really learning a whole lot and everything. They're just spewing kind of bullshit, like, a lot of bullshit.
Look, dude, I got my degree in my early 30s.
Yeah.
And, not to sound like an idiot or weird here, because I teach at a college, but it's like, didn't learn much.
Honestly,
I wrote a lot of papers and took some quizzes, but I learned a lot more going through fucking life.
I'll tell you,
With people,
Dude,
situations, man.
With my degree that I have, I could tell you that's like I had fun while I was there. I learned some stuff. I had to unlearn a whole lot of shit from college and everything. I had to like again just because it's like it wasn't like it's all theoretical. It wasn't practical, and it wasn't how the world actually works. It was too ideal, and so it's like I think when it comes to going to college, yes, like you should go to get an education, but it's like the way that the education system is set up right now, it's way too expensive, and they're not teaching.
It's a broken system.
Yes,
It's a complete broken system. We can go on this forever.
Yeah.
We'll have
Yeah.
the biggest of the podcast because that one's a whole another one where I feel like they're just indoctrinating people, dude. Like, college used to be a place where you learn to be a free thinker.
Yes,
You learn to make your
100%.
own decisions. You learn
That's how it used to
your
be.
Cognitive decision making and what you want for your future based off what you learned, your own morals, what you think is right, and you go for it.
Yes.
It's not there.
No,
We'll
it's
have
not
to
there.
bring
at
it up
all.
another time.
Yeah, not there at all. That's what it used to be, and that's what it should be, but that's
Right.
not what it is today.
It's stupid. It's ridiculous. But, gosh, I was thinking? I think you guys should start a sports segment here.
Oh,
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
run
that's
it.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were.
Seriously, because I want to talk about sports, but we're running
It's all
out of
good.
time. But
yeah.
that should be a podcast on its own. We'll talk about that.
Let's
Yeah,
talk,
bro.
Let's talk, guys.
Throw it out there and see what people think. If we did a episode dedicated to sports, like during football or
I
baseball,
think Jordan would like that too.
Yeah.
oh, you guys could talk for hours.
Hours.
Bring your jerseys.
Honestly, I would come in. I wouldn't be a part of it. I would just hit record. Like, this
Yeah,
is your
bro.
guys' thing. Go for
Cameras.
it. Yeah,
Yep,
have fun.
yep.
Oh, I could talk all day about it.
Oh,
man.
so dope.
Oh
man.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do
UFC
it.
this weekend too.
I know.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
speaking of which, I know it's breaking news, but shout out to Queen Elizabeth.
Oh, dude.
She gone, dude.
Yeah, bro.
She don't pass.
She's done, dude. She's
Passed
90,
on.
97, 96?
96.
96?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, she's 96. She has a
Think
9
about
and a
this,
6
though.
in her.
She housed the Epsteins. Just saying.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I had to drop it. I'm like I can't let it go.
Get it.
I'm like
Oh my God. Well, guys, thanks for coming. It's always a good time being on here. We got to talk about the sports review stuff. I think we could do something fun with that.
Yeah, man. 100%.
Let you guys figure that one out. I'll just come in and hit record. Just listen.
let's do it.
Get inebriated.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get a let's go on 3. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
Bye, everybody. And that's it. Thank you for listening in, everybody. We'd like to thank our sound engineer who makes this podcast happen and makes us sound very good, Stephen Clark. And to our first sponsor, 89 Barbers. Look good, feel good, be great. Come get your haircut at 2 locations, Long Beach and in Orange, California. Your appointment can be booked at 89barbers.com. That is EIGHTNINEBAB. BARBRERS. 89barbers.com. Again, look good, feel good, be great. Check it out. It's my barber. He is the man. Thanks, everybody. Bye.